Hi everyone, I'm Adam.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And together we're Peak Flow Duo.
Yeah, so we're going to come at you and give you some content, information, things about everyday life, things that trigger us, don't trigger us, relationships. You know it, we want to hear it, so we're going to talk about it.
Ultimately, we want to share from our own lived experiences and hopefully uplift anyone out there that's paying attention and listening to us.
Yeah.
So, people always talk about growth, but not about how messy it can be as you're going through that growth period.
Not just about finding the right person, it's about becoming the right person side by side.
Yeah, so together we've been working through a lot of that ourselves over the last few years. And we've gone through some really challenging periods. And we really have learned a lot through that. The best part is I've been able to lean on Elizabeth as we've gone through that.
Yeah, it hasn't been easy. There's been a lot of downfall, a lot of issues, a lot of things that we really had to overcome, deal with, things that just triggered us that we had to, talk about, discuss, overcome. And we'd like to share our story with you to maybe hopefully help you.
So initially, we just want to introduce ourselves and go through a little bit about what we've learned over the last few years, specifically the realities of growth. For us, growing together was really triggering, and it was learning to recognize those triggers and understand what was driving them, what was at the root of them, and how we could maybe heal them.
Sometimes his triggers would trigger my triggers, which became very difficult. So we're laughing now, but it's been a bit difficult. It hasn't been easy. Sometimes it's about not only getting to know the other person, but also getting to know what they need from you in order to not to aggravate, stress each other out. You're supposed to be a relationship together and not a force to cause conflict with, right?
A big part of it was learning our own patterns and really not looking at each other's quote unquote mistakes, but trying to understand the patterns that we were stuck within that were leading us to ultimately end up being triggered and as a result, at times fighting.
We're basically each other's mirrors. So a lot of the times triggers or things that cause this conflict or issues that we weren't dealing with, it's almost like we were marrying one another. And that's when an awareness comes in, and being aware and understanding awareness of why things are happening and why you're triggering the person or being triggered, and trying to realize and discuss together to overcome it.
Yeah, so we realize that awareness is really the starting point for this all, for the path to healing. Without awareness, you can't really make changes. But once you have awareness, then you're kind of forced to confront that change and confront that trigger and confront the root of what's driving all of that.
Absolutely. So just to give you a little bit of background, there are a lot of things that Adam would do. Unfortunately, he's not always perfect, neither am I. So we had a lot of things that really we had to understand. Awareness within both of our relationship and awareness outside of the relationship. Taking ownership in our wrongdoings, taking ownership of and understanding what we needed out of each other. These are all things that we had to be very aware of. And it took time, and it takes time, and it's not an easy step. It's not a quick fix. I know there's a lot of relationships out there that are like, oh, wow, we have no issues. Yeah, that's amazing. It's great. There's always, that one couple that doesn't have issues, but the 99.9% of us has issues. And a lot of it is because we're not dealing and being aware of our own issues that we need to deal with.
I would say 100% of us out there have issues. I don't think there is a perfect couple out there. And if there are, congrats. However, I
Feel
suspect...
free to comment and let us know how perfect you are.
But more so, if you have faced your own triggers, we would love to hear about that, because we plan on talking about this kind of stuff and interacting with our community as we grow this page. Yeah. So for us, Peak Flow is really that space where you're in alignment emotionally, spiritually, and energetically. And ultimately, that's a level that we're striving towards in our own lives. And at the same time, it's challenging to get there, but I can tell you, if you persevere and work through those triggers, start to work on those issues once you become aware of them, and start to develop coping mechanisms and strategies and all those things that will support you as you grow through those things over time, you can get there. You can get to that state of peak flow.
We're going to help you with that. We're going to find you we're going to show you ways of dealing with triggers, dealing with awareness, supporting your spouse. We're not perfect. We work on it every day. We work on it. I mean, this is our 1 year anniversary today from our wedding. I think that this is ideal and very serendipitous to be doing this. We've been talking about doing this for quite a while. So over the next few months, few years, few weeks, we're really going to bring you a lot of content, and in hopes that this really helps you, because this is something that we've had to deal with, overcome, and this is something that we'd like to share with you to help you through your journey as well.
So a big part of awareness is leading to a shift in perspective, the way you perceive the world, the way you view it. And awareness is ultimately something that helps you on the path towards that. So we used to think that love meant fixing each other, but now we realize it's more about holding space for your partner as they work through their own triggers, as they work towards healing.
I will say that healing doesn't happen overnight. It's not a one-stop quick fix. You know, you go do ayahuasca in a foreign country and you come back and you're healed. That's not healing. Healing is a progressive stage that will continue with you for the rest of your life. So as you grow, as you learn, as you move forward, you're always going to be having, you know, some sort of awareness that's going to come out, or some sort of learning curve or growth curve. So that's all something that we're going to help you through, and we're going to talk based on our expertise and our, you know, knowledge and experiences that we've dealt with.
So ultimately, real partnership, it's not about perfection. It's about holding space for each other as you work and grow through all the things we've been talking about. And really, that's the why behind Peak Flow Duo. We're here to help develop and encourage and support others as they work through the same challenges that we've faced. Ultimately, we believe all humans face the same challenges, just from different perspectives and different experiences. But in the end, we're all sharing very similar experiences. And we believe that we're all capable of achieving a level of peak flow within a relationship and within our individual lives. And that's the goal of this page. We want to help others align with their peak flow, not just within their partnership, but also as individuals.
We came up with the name because I'm a swimmer. And we actually have matching tattoos. So I have one on my back. And Adam, do you want to show yours?
I have a infinity symbol here, and she has an infinity on the back.
Yeah, which I'll show you one day, but not today. And basically the symbol of it is breaking cycles. So we've, you know, started a business. We use the infinity cycle or infinity symbol as a way to, you know, remind us that we want to break cycles. We don't want to be in the same cycle all the time. We're not hamsters on hamster wheels going around in circles and never breaking the trauma, we're healing, we're growing. These are all things that are reminding us of it. And that's why we came up with the name Peak Flow Duo. Flowing is the symbol. Also, I'm a swimmer, so it kind of went together. And yeah.
But yeah, the flow of the infinity symbol, how it's always interchanging with itself. And we also love the concept that we're all living a life that kind of runs in cycles, similar to the infinity symbol, and how it's about recognizing where the blockages are within that flow, and ultimately learning how to heal past it or release it, or just grow new skill sets that help you evolve beyond those blockages. And that's where peak flow comes from, with a nod to swimming, as Elizabeth alluded to earlier. So if you've ever felt like growth was pulling you apart, maybe it's really trying to pull you into alignment. And that's ultimately what we want to do, is help encourage others, pull you into alignment, light the path for you through our own shared experiences and lived experiences. We plan on sharing details about our lives as we move forward with this content. And we ultimately want to share all the different things and challenges that we've gone through at a high level, just to kind of show that we're not perfect, but if you stick with someone you love and you work together through these challenges, you can ultimately attain a state of peak flow.
So stick with us, and we'll show you a lot of what's to come, and we're very excited to show our journey through our videos.
Thanks so much, and until next time, I'm Adam.
And I'm Elizabeth, and we're Peak Flow Duo.